Thanks to Acquired Taste Media. Make sure you click the link in the bio, like, subscribe, know what to do. So the conversation that we're having is basically the people who, well, with the Diddy case, we know that the book came out. And the book, supposedly stated that Diddy was having sex with underage young men back when and was grooming them. And now maybe some of these young men are superstars. So the thing that you hear now, of course, is I'm not trying to say any names, but you hear things like, oh, well, the young guy who they're saying, Diddy, did something to, he's now a superstar. And, and my question was, well, man, if Diddy was doing, these horrible things to these kids, then why didn't these kids ever say anything? Or why didn't their parents ever say anything? And, people come to their, the mentality is, oh, well, he was too young and he was scared and, you can't come out against Diddy because Diddy was too powerful. And, this whole dynamic of, this powerful black man you can't go against. Now, the reason that I'm speaking about is because, I feel like we get away from the systematic racism in this country when we talk about things. And the reason I say that is because we all know that if I don't care how powerful the black man is, if a white person comes out and says a black person did something to them, like molested them, raped them, anything, damn near anything, okay, that black person is going to get investigated, okay? Probably go to jail, depending on what the charges are, all right? So when we talk about, these young stars, okay, who were, in these, who may have been being, sex trafficked or whatever, but they never came out and said anything. They never came out and told on anybody. But they did reap the benefits of being with that individual. So they became the superstars that the individual may have promised them they would become after doing whatever they did. So in my opinion, that's why you don't see some of these guys coming out, because hey, he did what he said he was going to do. Shit, I would even go as far as to say you don't even know if some of these kids, well, you shouldn't be fucking with no kids anyway, but you don't know if some of these kids was with it, was like, hey, well, shit, I'm already gay, so I don't have a problem, doing that with you. Yeah, of course, it's illegal. You shouldn't do it because it's an underage child. But once again, these children are in adult situations because obviously these children are around Diddy and their parents aren't there. So, we all know that a child, well, 17, you're not a child, but still, you're still young. You're still not an adult. So you still have a problem making decisions. And some of the decisions that you make will be fucked up. But once again, it's still a decision that you made. Just like you had a decision that you could go and tell the police that this man is trying to have sex with me or trying to abuse me or whatever the case may be. And I want to tell. Now, people are like, oh, well, Diddy had the police in his pocket and Diddy was this and Diddy was that. Once again, I don't care. I don't care. The history shows that really all it takes is one white person to come out and say something against a powerful black person, and they're going to investigate. Prime example for me, is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the biggest musician in the world. Okay? Biggest. All right? And he was nice enough to let some young kids Come over his house, spend the night at Never Never Land, play with them, play with Bubbles, and do all that shit. Okay? And their parents had no problem going to the police and saying, we think this guy's been molesting our child. Even though they were lying, I think that was a bold-faced lie, just a money grab. But once again, they had no problem going. And when they went, did nobody say, "Oh, nigga, you lying, get the fuck out of here. We work for Michael Jackson"? No. They was like, "Oh, Mike did what? Oh, hell yeah. Got him. Come on. Bring him on in. And that's how this justice system has always worked. So it just kills me when people are like, oh, he couldn't tell. He was scared of Diddy. Now, was he scared? He may have been scared of Diddy himself personally. But I know for a fact that had he went to the police as a young white guy or white woman, if they would have went to the police and told the police, hey, Diddy is over here trying to rape me. Diddy raped me. Nigga, Diddy would have been in jail. He would have been in jail. Okay, there's no way you can tell me he would have been in jail. Okay? So miss me with this shit about, they didn't tell because they got what they were promised. Okay? Because if you look around, the people who are telling are people who probably didn't get what they were promised. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of them are, probably broke, probably don't have any opportunities coming their way, because, unfortunately, once they probably stop messing with Diddy, he probably cut off all connects. Like, nah, you can't fuck with them. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is, if you are Caucasian and you tell on a black person, that black person is getting investigated. Okay, I ain't gonna say he's going to jail, but they're going to pick him up and ask him some questions. There's no time that I could see any child, any white child, going to a police officer, a white police officer, and saying, this powerful black man has been molesting me and raping me. And them being like, I don't believe you. Nah, that's not how this country works. Period. So, yeah. So I just wanted to post that because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going around. And, it's just, I didn't say any names, but y'all should know who I'm talking about. And, it's a lot of people taking up for him because they're like, oh, he was this and, he was only this age and he was scared and Diddy was this and Diddy was that. And it's like, nah. He ain't saying nothing because he got what he asked for, okay? Whatever was going on, and Diddy was saying, hey, man, you do this, I got you. You going to do this, we going to do this, woo. And he did it, and Diddy did what he said he was going to do. So now, I have no reason to go to the police. I have no reason to come out and talk about this shit. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm where the nigga told me I would be if I did the things that the nigga said do. And I did those things, and I'm where I want to be. So yeah, so that's how I look at this shit. So, appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe, know what to do. Peace.